Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a day to night full glam look. So easy daytime look, something you can put on, you know, you can go out to brunch with the girls, whatever. And then for nighttime, if you're going out for the holidays, like you have a holiday party or something, you want to take all your makeup off, we're gonna amp it up. I think these videos are so fun, they're very versatile, and they're very, well, I was gonna say practical, but for me they're practical, but maybe not for you. Either way, I think you guys will like it, and we're just gonna go right into it. I'm also so freaking excited because this video is sponsored by One Size Beauty, so thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video. I'm gonna be using some One Size products throughout the duration of the video, along with some other products that I love as well. So we are just going to hop on in and get started. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you wanna see a full glam day to night makeup look, then let's just go ahead and get started. I literally, before I started this video, I sat here and I plucked half of my eyebrows out and then I picked the rest of them out. So in about a week I won't have brows. Because that's what I do. That's what I do when I'm in a pickle and I'm like not feeling myself. I talked about this on Instagram, which it's very common amongst us women, which is the week before I get my cycle, I am not okay. Like there is like I just feel so down. I'm angry. Like there's just so much going on, and then I get my period and I'm like, okay. I mean, like I feel like I used to feel like that during the week of my cycle, but I never really noticed it the week before. But I feel like this year is the year I've noticed like that week before is feral. It is not okay. I'm not okay. So let me know if you guys deal with it. I know a lot of people kind of suggested a few different things like PMDD and all that other stuff, but I'm interested to know if you notice that you're unwell the week before your cycle. Let me know what you do down below to like help you, because I can't live like this, okay? But we're gonna make ourselves really good and we're gonna do a full face of makeup because that's what I love to do. And we're gonna first start off with a primer. So the primer that I'm gonna be using today is the One Size Secure the Sweat Primer. This is going to literally lock everything in all day long. Now, if you use this, I really recommend using it right in the areas where you get really sweaty or oily. So for me, that's in my T-zone. I'm just gonna take a little bit on my finger. And look at this is the texture of it. Take a little bit of my finger and I'm just going to plop it. You really don't need much. This just kind of all came out of the tube whenever I opened it. But I'm gonna put it right in here where I get oily, a little bit sweaty. Like if I sweat, it's all in here. It's the worst, especially in the summertime and you're trying to have like glam makeup and like a full face, and someone like me who uses full coverage foundations just to cover everything up, and then you start sweating and like redness shows through, you're just like, okay, all for nothing. But I really recommend putting this on and letting it set into the skin. I'm also super pumped to try the new One Size foundation. I have not had a chance to try it yet. I know there's been a lot of different foundations that have hit the market. This is one I have not tried yet, so I'm really excited to. It's the Turn Up the Base Full Beat Liquid Foundation. I don't know what shade I'm going to be in, but we're gonna test it out. So I have medium dark 20 and I have medium 10. I got a rosy and a neutral undertone. I couldn't really decide on the website which one I would be. I feel like the rosy might be the way to go, and I feel like normally I go for neutrals. I'm excited for a full coverage foundation, like to try a new full coverage foundation. Please give it to me. I'm doing a day to night makeup look, which I'm gonna be wearing it anyways. I'm gonna be doing a full coverage foundation because I want it to last all day. So I'm gonna take a little bit on my brush. I'm gonna kind of stamp it in, and we're just gonna go in with it. Wow. Yeah, this was the shade I needed, I feel like. So I'm just gonna apply this all over. A little bit does go a long way. I'm just really gonna press it into the skin. I feel like this was a good shade. I'm glad I went with the rosy undertone. Normally I don't do rosy kind of undertones just because I feel like with the redness on my face, they kind of clash. I feel like neutral really helps neutralize it and also just matches self-tan better usually. But this shade is the way to go. So here's you a before. The rash, and after, it looks really good, and it does feel very lightweight. Like I said, it has this little tiny hint of a glow, but nothing crazy. But I love that because then it doesn't look like a flat matte product, which can sometimes tend to look pretty cakey. And it says a full beat reimaginated. This is a long wear soft matte foundation, and it's formulated to deliver full coverage with only 16 clean ingredients, hugging skin with max comfort all day. It visibly blurs and smooths skins flawlessly without clogging pores. It's waterproof, sweat proof, and dermatologist tested. Love that. we're full coverage now. We're ready to go. Okay. I had to go grab my concealer and stuff. I totally forgot to bring it up here. We're leaving on a trip literally after I filmed this video, so I have my entire makeup bag packed. I'm not letting myself use the brushes because I just washed them. I'm gonna use this contour from Dior. You only need the smallest amount of this. It's the Dior Forever Skin Contour in Medium, and I'm also gonna use the DIBs Beauty. This is their duo in Ice Chai and Not So Basic. I'm just gonna use the bronzer on this side. This duo stick really blends so easily. It's just really, really nice. Dior contour stick, and just put it right in there. And we're just gonna blend that in there to kind of shape the face. Now I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I'm just using Tower 28 concealer. It's a serum one. It is like one of my all-time favorite concealers. I've used this constantly recently. Just actually like over the past year. How long have I been using this for? Has it been over a year? I can't remember, but I absolutely love it so much. And this will really help brighten up the face, kind of bring us back to life. I love concealer. And this serum concealer is really great too. It does go into your lines. I feel like what concealer doesn't? If you have lines, concealer is going into it, but it doesn't like crease throughout the day. It's hydrating, but it's like the perfect amount of hydration for somebody that's oily. It's not greasy, it's not heavy, it doesn't leave like a film. Usually when I hear serum concealers, I'm not impressed and I'm like not wanting to try it. But this one, I was like, let me try it, and it's incredible. I'm gonna use the One Size 24-hour Shine Control All Day Wear Sweatproof No Flashback powder in Ultra Pink. I don't have this shade, I have the other shade, so I'm very pumped to dive into the Ultra Pink. You guys know a sifter hates to see me coming. I don't recommend doing that if you want your powder to be like nice and, you know, clean, like not messy and everywhere. I just love opening the top of it and having all the powder right at my fingertips. Ooh, that's nice. And I love a pretty pink powder. Just feel like it really brightens up the skin. Now we're gonna go in with the One Size Made for Shade. This is the medium trio, and there's 3 different colors in here, and you also get a big old mirror, which I love. I'm gonna mix these 2 right here and go in with those. So I'm just gonna take my brush, do a little dibby dab of that. I'm gonna lightly, oh, that's so pretty. It's very pigmented, but it's still easy to blend and work with. Okay, next up we're going in with Freaky Peach, which is the blush. So the blushes have the pink packaging, the bronzers have the red, which I like. Then you have 3 shades in here as well. You have a cream and then 2 powders. I'm gonna go in with just this middle shade. I probably could have done the cream when I was getting started, but I didn't realize it was in here. I'm going to apply that to my cheeks. I think I showed this in one of my recent videos, but the little Tarte gift set that is available at Ulta, they have this shimmer in there and it's really nice. It's called Shimmer. And I'm just going to apply this to the top of the cheek. It's so pigmented, like, oh my gosh. And then I'm gonna go into this little Patrick Ta palette that I love. You guys know I love this one. And I'm just gonna take one of the shades and put it in my crease. You can even honestly just take the bronzer of the One Size and throw that in your crease for daytime to make it super easy. So that's what I'm gonna do, just so I can show you. I always love a bronzer in the crease. It really just kind of helps bring a look together with your eyes because you don't necessarily want to leave it just plain. You want like a little something in there. And this just helps add that little bit of extra depth to the look. Fill in my brows. I'm going to do this quickly because you guys know I don't do anything crazy with my brows. I just fill them in. So I'm going to fill them in and then I'll be right back. So my brows are on. Now I'm going to do a little bit of mascara. I'm also going to line the upper waterline as well. This is the liner from Huda Beauty. It's the Creamy Kohl. I'm going to be using Fenty Beauty mascara. When you guys like my nail shape, I haven't done like a nail shape. And most of these, some of them are my real nails. Some of them are tips that I had to get put on because my real nails like break off because they're not super strong. But I've been loving having like a little bit longer of a nail, and then next time I'll probably do just a tad bit pointier. But I'm always cautious of them because like if I'm picking up the kids or something, I don't want to like scratch them. So I don't really like too pointy nails. Like even when I had more square tip nails, I always had them like round the edges just because I can't stand like a pointy nail. Go in with the One Size Out of Line lip liner. Oh my gosh, I forgot to also mention I have a 20% off coupon code for One Size. That's huge. That is like sale status at Sephora. I'm gonna link the 20% off code below. How could I almost forget that for you guys? Let me figure out what the code is again. And the coupon code is Casey Holmes. It's just my name, and it'll get you 20% off site-wide. So thank you to One Size for that. I cannot believe I forgot to even mention that. So I love this one. This is Out of Line. It's a really pretty lip liner. Then I'm just gonna go in with a little lip balm. This one is Polite Society Polite Pout in French Caramel. And this is what I would consider a daytime look, which I know is a lot more for some people, but for me, when I do makeup, it's either all or nothing, especially when it comes to the base. So the base is done. You know, this is one of those things where you come back and you really don't have to do much to it. Maybe you add a little bit more blush, add your highlighter back. But like if I were to come back from a brunch to get ready to go out, with the girls, we're focusing on the eyes and then we're going back to the lips to really bring it back to life. This is my realistic day tonight because that's just the way I do makeup. So if you're the same as me, we just do majority of it for the day and then we come back and we amp it up a little bit for night. Now let's amp it up and do nighttime. We're gonna add liner, we're gonna add a little bit more shimmer on the lid, and we're gonna finish off the lip to be a little bit more bold. Going in with Patrick Ta's Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. Go in with this color right here and we're gonna focus that into the crease. Definitely want to tap off the excess just so it doesn't get all over your mascara. Gonna really kind of build this up. I'm just focusing it in here in the outer V, but also taking it into the crease as well. I'm also going to drag a little bit right here to the outer corner just so it's all like connected. Next, I'm going to go in with the darker shade as well. I'm going to take a little bit of a smaller brush. I'm just using this Dior 22 brush. Usually I have a MAC pencil brush that I absolutely love, but today we just have the Dior. I'm going to do the same thing. My eye is like twitching and I'm trying to open it and it doesn't want to open. It's so funny. Just went ahead and took off my lip product because it'd be easier. I'm going to take a flat brush. This is a MAC 242, a classic brush. I've had this for years. I'm just going to do a little mix here. Nothing in particular. And I'm going to put that all over the lid. I love this color. I feel like these colors look so much better like with your fingers. But right now I'm just going to use the brush because it's a little bit easier with these nails. I'm going to take my finger and I'm going with the lightest shade. I'm basically going to top right on top of that. I love that color. It really just makes everything pop. And then I'm taking my finger and just ever so slightly blending it backwards too. Then we're going to go in with a brush that looks like this, just a flat brush. And I'm going to go in with the second to darkest shade. I'm pushing that underneath my lower lash line, right at the base of the lashes. Going in with that same Huda kohl liner, I'm going to line my waterline. Also, I want to note that I started doing this 5 minutes ago, like just amping up the look. That's without editing. It's taken me 5 minutes to amp up the look and like get out the door. You know what I mean? Which I love because like if you're getting ready, maybe you were taking a nap or something, you don't want to be sitting there forever trying to touch up your makeup and make it more dramatic. So like a quick, easy 10-minute touch up, always a good idea. Next I'm taking, I love this. This is the Point Made Bodacious Black Liner from the brand. It is so freaking black. I'm going to line the inner part of my eye because my eye kind of goes in like this. Like if you're looking at me, it's kind of like this is my tear duct area. It kind of like swoops up into the eye. I like to make it look more almond shaped, just like a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more straight, like a straight curve, if that makes sense, where it's not like just automatically dipping in. So I'm going to take this and really line it. And I usually just line to the very front of my lashes, like the first couple lashes that I have, and it just makes the biggest difference. Like I don't know if you could tell, but just adding that little bit of black right in there just kind of helps shape the eye a little bit. Like I would say it gives more of that sultry look because it's kind of like, you know, have to do a full eye full of liner. You can just kind of do those little areas and be good. You could stop here. Actually, no, you couldn't. You need a highlight. Let me highlight the top of my brow. I'm going to add this right underneath my brow. And from this point, you could either move on and add lashes or you could just stick with this. It's totally up to you. I decided to do a lash. I'm like, I will forever be that girl. Deep down, I will always love my extra full glam makeup. You know what's funny? I saw a picture the other day. What was I doing? Maybe looking at just old pictures in general. And I saw a picture. It had to be from 2016, 17. I went to Fashion Week with Tresemme, and that was my one and only time I got invited to Fashion Week. I took this picture of us, and I'm gonna have to put it here on the screen. And it was a fun trip. My makeup was just like full glam, and I really loved how it looked. I was like, wow, I really like this picture. And I think back then, whenever I saw it, I was like, oh, I don't like this of me. It's really funny how you evolve over time and you're like, that was actually a good picture. So I'll have to show you guys, because that was like a trip down memory lane when I saw it. Okay guys, lashes are on, and this is a true day to night look. Okay, for me, I sit there and I'm like, I like it without a lash. I think it looks good. And then I put on a lash and I'm like, yeah, about that, I love the lash. Okay, so that was the chrysan lash from Lilly Lash. Now let's amp up the lips. I'm gonna go back in with the same lip liner that I used. I threw it in my makeup bag. This one. In Out of Line. This is called the Lip Snatcher Velvet Flex Cream and Cushion Gloss. So it has the liquid lip and the gloss in one, which I love. I love like a coordinating gloss. For it to be all in one is just so easy. I love that color. Right up my alley. I am a gloss girl now. I remember when I used to not like lip gloss. Now I guess it's getting older. I'm like, give me some sheen, give me some juicy lips. All you'll have to do is have your compact powder on hand or like in your makeup bag. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. You could just take it, do a little refresh in the center of the face, and you will be all good to go. But that is it, you guys. An easy day to night makeup look using One Size Beauty, as well as some other products that I absolutely love that's gonna last you all day, from your daytime brunch to your nighttime outings, especially for the holidays. It's a crazy time of year. Let me know if you've tried out any of these products. If you want to try them out and you haven't had a chance, or you need a restock, don't forget Casey Holmes will give you 20% off site-wide on the One Size Beauty website. And honestly, that's such a good deal. So thank you so much to One Size for giving us that discount code. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!